you go to people of Walmart. I'm talking about those people right there that I see every time I go out somewhere. And it places like Jeremy's wedding. Jeremy's wedding. Can we talk about Jeremy's wedding?
We can.
Those were some really, really funny pictures, Kyle.
So
Those were great.
So I went to my friend Jeremy's wedding, and I'm not gonna be too harsh about anything and everything that went down.
Kyle?
It was so entertaining. What?
Can you give the 30 seconds on who Jeremy is for Bobby, please?
Yes, of course. Jeremy used to work for me. He sort of did odd jobs here and there, and really anything I needed of him. He's about 21, 22 years old. He's a big country strong guy. He's kind of dumb when he's bad at getting stuff done. If you were to tell him to go do 3 things, he'd fuck up all 3 of those things. You'd go repair the thing that he was working on at step 1. He's a real fuck up. He also has
he's not kind of dumb. He's super dumb. Maybe he would kick my ass, I think. but
so the guy's getting married, and I'll just
getting wedding.
He's getting wedding. He's getting
yes.
wedding.
Oh, those other people are so dumb, aren't they, Kyle?
So his wedding is coming up, and I know it's going to be a pretty ridiculous affair because he's a redneck. He's everything that you think of when you think of a redneck, and he'd happily tell you that. And I knew going in that it was a cowboy-themed wedding. All the groomsmen are wearing black cowboy hats and black shirts, and we're doing it in a park by a waterfall. And I don't think we notified anyone or reserved the space because there's tourists milling around, and we're sitting up there. I was the best dressed person at the wedding. Period. I came,
including the groom.
Yes. So I wore pretty much the same thing I wore to Joe Lozon's wedding, except I wore some different slacks. They were they were kind of tan, khaki-ish colored slacks, and I wore a different tie. I think I was actually technically better dressed than when I went to Joe's wedding, but I couldn't see myself wearing jeans to a wedding, and that's what they told me to do. I got there. There's a guy wearing a graphic tee, flip-flops like these, drinking a Dr. Pepper while the bride is coming down the aisle. Swear to God, there's no music. You can't hear the service that's being performed by this really fat lady who looks like she's dressed for the dollar store. I don't know, just the way the people were dressed. Everyone was very, very underdressed, except for the groomsmen who looked like, I don't know, like they were about to have a gunfight at the OK Corral or something. They're all dressed up like cowboys.
Characters of what liberals want to believe conservatives are is what they.
That sounds like everything outside about 10 minutes outside of Nashville. That's pretty much everything around there.
God, one of the pictures Kyle sent, there was in the same shot a lady wearing jorts and flip-flops. A guy, and there was a stars and bars on his shirt. Like a Confederate flag. Like that's a normal thing here. Yeah. When you're not in 1864.
The best man had a stars and bars belt buckle on. Fucking big.
Oh my God.
It was it's really fun. I was laughing on the inside the whole time. At the end, he had a big tip jar basically to throw cash in. So I threw him a good amount of money, and I think that was for the honeymoon. Let me tell you a short story.
Did someone make fun of you for your outfit?
Jeremy himself, he was like, "You way overdressed," and I was like, "No, you're just dressed like a fucking clown." I came here knowing that I would be overdressed. I didn't know I'd be the best dressed, and if anyone shows up, and I don't want to be the guy at the wedding wearing flip-flops. I don't want that to ever be said of me, so I was going to wear fucking dress shoes, and I was like, at least dressed up like you're going to Sunday school, Jeremy. Like, try to put it in terms he'd understand. It's like, whatever. But in the end, he married a very pretty girl. They had their baby there. It was a touching moment. They got married, they got hitched, and I think they're going to be happy together, so that's good. The night before, however, this is what happened. It's 2 a.m, and my phone goes off, and I don't normally get messages at 2 a.m. anymore. So I check this thing, I look up, and it's my friend Chris, who lives near my father's farm. He goes, "Someone just went down your dad's driveway, and they haven't came out yet." And people have stolen stuff from my dad before. They've gone down there and stolen a few things. So he's got cameras and lights, and he generally tries to patrol the thing at night occasionally. So I immediately call my dad. I'm like, hey, somebody just went down the driveway. The hammock came out. Need to get over there, take the AR-15, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, yeah, all right, I'm going. So I'm like, well, tell me what happens, when you get out of there.
So are you going too at this point?
No, I'm too far away. He's 2 minutes away, and I'm 20 minutes away.
Okay.
So he calls me back after he's gone down there or whatever. He's like, I got down there, and it's fucking Jeremy changing his brake shoes for the honeymoon. It's 2 a.m., technically the day of his wedding, and he's changing the brake shoes to go on his honeymoon. So Dad's up there fucking ready to take him out. It was pretty fun.
That's great.
Guys. So yeah, that was one of the most ridiculous, and it was cool because, like I told you, I had never been to a wedding before other than when I was a kid. So going to Joe's wedding is pretty much what you see in movies or television. It was everything I felt like was done appropriately. I'll just put it that way. Very nice wedding. I enjoyed myself, and I felt like everything was done well. Once they said I do, there must have been 20 or 30 people who were on Joe's dime, like getting to work, doing stuff. But it just wasn't the case when I got to Jeremy. So I guess I got to see both aspects, ends of the spectrum.
I really liked Joe's wedding.
I liked Jeremy's better as far as like the fun. I was laughing on the inside the whole time.
What I liked about Joe's wedding was I liked the two families. So I actually knew a lot of Joe's friends. I was surprised how clued in I was. I knew all of his best men. I knew a lot of the people that weren't best men. I feel like I knew 80% of Joe's guy friends. And I had met his parents before and stuff. I was like, wow, I didn't realize that I was as integrated. I don't know what else to say, but I didn't know as many of Katie's friends and Katie's family, and they were really great. And I'm just eyeing this thing up, judging, and they're coming out well on my evaluation. And I think they'll have a great life. So that was what I liked so much about it. I was like, this is a really good setup they got here.
It was a really touching moment there when when Joe and his wife are dancing, and he's got his little Joey there, and it was really touching. It was really nice. I told him afterwards, I was like, I can really tell you guys are happy together. I was like, this is wonderful. I feel really great for you. This is great.
That's the word. Those are the words. I felt really great for him. I don't want to go on forever about Joe's wedding. I'm not sure it's a funny topic, but I just
oh yeah, Joe. Oh, what a guy.
I felt great for Joe. I feel like he's made a really good decision. He picked a good one.